Welcome back to the news. In business news tonight, the 43rd annual general meeting of the Sri Lanka Shippers Council was held in Colombo last evening. Speaking at the event, the chief guest and chairman of the Sri Lanka Ports Authority, Dr. Priyath Vikrama, said that whether the United States, Europe or even Asia becomes the manufacturing hub, Sri Lanka has an important role to play.
Members of the Sri Lanka Shippers Council and others in the sector were present for the 43rd annual general meeting.
Whether the United States, Europe or Asia becomes the manufacturing hub, Sri Lanka has to play an important role. We are the center of trade between Asia and the United States and Europe. It is up to Sri Lankans to embrace this ideal opportunity to develop all sectors of the economy. We are taking all steps to ensure continuity and dedication towards realizing the global goal of making Sri Lanka the most competitive and preferred maritime and logistics center in the region.
4 people died in separate motor accidents that were reported in the island today.
2 army officers died when a defender met with an accident at around 5 a.m. in close proximity to the Tabuva tank in Karawalagaswawa, Puttalam. According to the police, the deceased officers were attached to the 2nd Command Regiment in Ganemulla. A major who was injured in the accident is currently receiving treatment at the Puttalam Base Hospital. One of the deceased has been identified as Colonel S.P. Ravin Handun Patirana, a 45-year-old father of 1 from Kuliapitiya, while the other victim has been identified as 26-year-old Corporal Upul Sanjeeva from Pulian Kulam. Police suspect that the accident may have occurred due to the driver being unable to control the speed of the vehicle. An individual died in the Nanugala area in Tihagoda Matra when a 3-wheeler collided with a tipper. The 3-wheeler driver who died in the accident has been identified as 50-year-old Vidanagamage Gunasena, a resident of Tihagoda. He served as a jailer attached to the Matra prison. The tipper driver was produced before the Matra magistrate in connection with the accident and he was remanded until the 19th of this month. Meanwhile, a woman died after she jumped in front of a tipper. The deceased has been identified as W. Somalata, a 59-year-old mother of 3 and a resident of Horavala Valipanna. The victim's 21-year-old daughter committed suicide yesterday by jumping in front of a train in the Induruva area. The woman had arrived at the Koskoda police along with her husband and another daughter to provide a statement to the police. After making the statement, the victim had jumped in front of a tipper. Following the magisterial inquiry, the bodies of both victims were sent to the Balapitiya Base Hospital for post-mortem investigation.
With the onset of the heavy rains, the Hatara Ala road in Ambalantota has been converted into a marshland. Therefore, the area residents using this road have been highly inconvenienced.
These visuals bear testament to the fact that travelling along this road has become virtually impossible. This road reduced the distance to several main roads as well as towns. However, area residents charge that the road has not been renovated for a number of years, despite promises made by numerous officials. We cannot travel on this road. It is just a puddle of mud. We can travel on this road if it does not rain for about a week. This is the only SLTB bus that operates on the dilapidated road. Area residents charge that as a result of the dilapidated condition of the road, the bus does not operate according to a proper timetable. They request officials to repair the road to a standard which allows them to walk on the road.
Time now for the newspaper cartoon of the day. Justice Mohan Pires says that the honour of the judiciary can be protected if judges and lawyers act according to their code of ethics. He made this statement during a function held at the Kakirawa Magistrates Court.
The Bar Association of Kakirawa had organised the event to welcome the new Chief Justice.
ගාස්තු අය කළ යුත්තේ කෙසේද? නැති වෙලාම නඩුවක් දිනනවා අපේ සේවාදායකයන් නැති වෙනවා. එහෙම ගාස්තුවක්ද අපි ගන්නෙ? එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි දෙන සේවාව.
How should we determine the charges for our services? Do we charge so much that a client becomes penniless after winning a case, or are we going to charge a fee which is proportional and fair? It is pointless to speak about a complex law to the poor people of the village if they cannot go home and live. Therefore, judges and lawyers should act according to the ethical norms and act to protect the honour of the judiciary.
හැටියට වෘත්ති ආචාර ධර්ම වලට අනුගත වෙන වශයෙන් අපේ ගරුත්වය සුරැකෙන පරිදි කටයුතු කිරීමෙන් මා සිතන්නේ අධිකරණයේ ගරුත්වය නියත වශයෙන්ම ආරක්ෂා වෙනවාමයි.
A veteran political leader who raised his voice for the betterment of the Tamil community celebrated his 81st birthday today. News First takes a look back at the life and times of this iconic persona who has left a lasting impression on the political landscape in Sri Lanka.
This political stalwart, who has been serving the people well over half a century, is none other than Veerasingham Anandasangari. Anandasangari's political journey has not been an easy one. Born to the family of Sangari Pillai Veerasingham and Rathinam on the 15th of June 1933 in a remote village in Point Pedro, Anandasangari received his primary education at the Achueli Christian College. Anandasangari later went on to become a student of the Puttur Surmaskanda College as well as the Hardley College in Jaffna before moving to Zahira College Maradana to complete his education. He later commenced his professional career as a teacher. The year 1959 saw a great change in the life of Anandasangari as he entered the Law College and also contested for the Colombo Municipal Council through the Lanka Samasamaja Party. Although he did not secure victory in the election, he went on to win the Karachi Gamsabha elections in Kilinochchi in 1964. He later joined the All-Ireland Tamil Congress upon an invitation extended by G.G. Ponnambalam. In 1970, Anandasangari was elected to Parliament from the Kilinochchi district. He is one of the first members of the Tamil United National Liberation Front, which was formed in 1972. In 1977, Anandasangari entered Parliament once again, this time through the TULF. When then President J.R. Jabardana attempted to extend his tenure by 6 years in 1993 through a referendum, Anandasangari was one of the politicians who rose up against this decision and even gave up his parliamentary seat in protest. He entered Parliament once again through the 2000 and 2001 general election and was awarded the prestigious Madanjit Singh Award in 2006, along with a $100,000 cash prize for following the doctrine of Mahatma Gandhi.
I want to live in the United Sri Lanka. My ambition is to die peacefully only after Sri Lanka becomes a country which give equal rights for the Sinhalese, Tamils, Muslims and other small parties. It is only on that basis we can achieve peace. So I had been advocating the Indian model for that reason. India is neither federal nor unitary. They call it unity in diversity. So the best solution will be to adapt the Indian model, subject to small verifications, is it to suit our local conditions. It's only then we'll have peace in the country, otherwise we will never have peace. I don't think we will ever find peace unless all these communities are treated equally and the constitution adapted on the basis of the Indian model.
News First extends its most sincere wishes to Anandasangari, who even at the twilight in his life continues to lead a non-violent struggle for the political rights of the Tamil people.
General Secretary of the Citizens Front, parliamentarian Jayashree Ranga, toured the Shantipur area in Nuwara today. The aim of the visit was to inquire into the well-being of the individuals affected by the inclement weather conditions.
Parliamentarian Jayashree Ranga arrived at the Oliphant's estate in Shantipura Nuwara area to inquire into the well-being of those who were affected by the inclement weather. A makeshift hall has been constructed in the Kovil and a group of individuals have taken refuge. When parliamentarians are provided with their financial allocations, they take it and run away. That is why I am giving this money to the public. They utilize substandard steel bars. That is why they have bent. A sum of 500,000 rupees was robbed from 3 million rupees, which was allocated to construct a hall in the middle division. This is why I built the Oliphant Hall. Individuals who were affected by the adverse weather shared their plight with the parliamentarian.
Well, Trinity College Kandy retained the Bradby Shield as they won this year's encounter with an aggregate score of 46-38. Trinity College won the first leg of the Bradby encounter 37-25 in Pallekele. However, Royal College Colombo managed to win the second leg 13-9. The two teams faced each other in the second leg of the 69th Bradby Shield encounter at the Royal College Sports Complex in Colombo, and Trinity College drew first blood. Trinity managed to dominate the home team in the first half and went into Lemons leading 6-3. However, the lads from Reed Avenue commenced the second half of the game with renewed vigour and went on to score 7 points in the second half. The visitors only managed to score 3 points. The Royalists won the second leg of the Bradby encounter 13-9. Despite the loss, Trinity College Kandy won the annual encounter 37-25 on aggregate. This is incidentally the 38th occasion on which Trinity won the Bradby Shield. Royal College has won the annual encounter 30 times. Well, moving on to cricket, the ICC Champions Trophy Group B encounter between India and Pakistan is underway at Edgbaston in Birmingham. As rain interrupted play, the match was restricted to 40 overs per side. Indian skipper Mahendra Singh Dhoni won the toss and invited Pakistan to bat first. Pakistan got off on the back of losing their first 3 wickets within the first 56 runs of their innings. Asad Shafiq and Misbah ul Haq then steered the Pakistani side past the 100-run mark.
And players all lining up, very smart. The reason that he gave for that is obviously weather issues again forecasted today, and Duckworth-Lewis method when it comes into play. He felt that he should be batting up, starting off things for Pakistan. That should have been easily enough for it with the win.
However, after the fall of the Pakistani skipper, the rest of the Pakistani lineup collapsed. Pakistan were incidentally bowled out for 165 runs in 39.4 overs. Misbah ul Haq top scored for Pakistan with 41 runs. Chasing 165 runs to win, India were 34 for no loss in 6.2 overs a short while ago.
Typically English. India and Pakistan, of course, two teams.
Well, looks like that's a wrap from all of us here at News First. I'm Sonali Vanik Padgay wishing you good night.